Today, we're talking about something deeply emotional and inspiring. Today's show co-host Sheinelle Jones has opened up for the very first time about the heartbreaking loss of her husband, Uche Ojei, who passed away in May at just 45 years old from brain cancer. Sheinelle, who was married to Uche for 17 years, described the experience with two powerful words: a beautiful nightmare. She shared with Savannah Guthrie how she and Uche first fell in love back in college at Northwestern University. She recalled those quiet nights in her dorm room, looking out at a clock tower together and dreaming about their future. Almost 30 years later, she found herself in a hospital room with him, looking out at the New York City skyline. Another quiet moment, but this time during his final days. She said it felt scary, divine, and overwhelming, but also filled with love. Nurses would call them the lovebirds because they were always holding hands, whispering "I love you" to each other, even in the middle of his fight with cancer. That's what she meant by a beautiful nightmare, finding love and light in the darkest of times. Sheinelle admitted that watching Uche, a man who once did triathlons and lived for soccer and his kids, go through such a devastating illness was incredibly painful. She even questioned her faith, asking, "God, how could you bring me all this way in life only to take my husband from me?" But through it all, she said her husband's faith is what carried him, and in many ways carried her too. Behind the scenes, Sheinelle kept working at Today while balancing hospital visits and chemotherapy sessions. She put on a smile for viewers every morning, but privately, she was navigating one of the hardest battles of her life. In January, she finally took a leave from Today so she could spend more time with Uche and their children. She says she didn't want to look back and regret missing the small, intimate moments, just sitting by his side, looking into his eyes and telling him, "I love you. We're going to be okay. I'm here." And in one of the most emotional parts of the interview, Sheinelle said that even as he was dying, she told him, "This sucks, this is scary, but if this was my fate, I would do it all over again." Now Sheinelle is returning to Today after months of grieving, and her message is powerful. She says we don't move on, but we do move forward. She hopes that by sharing her story, she can inspire others going through loss. As she put it, "If you see me laughing on the show, cheer me on, because I'm fighting for my joy." Sheinelle's honesty shows us that grief and love are forever intertwined, and that even in heartbreak, it's possible to find strength, faith, and yes, even beauty.